Hey everyone, how are we doing? I'm Connor Shaw, and joining me today is the crime crew, as I need to call you guys more frequently.
Crime crew.
Sure.
You trying to defend an accused and admitted of guilt, perpetrator. That's the word we use it in. In Texas we have our own language that involves a lot more D's and P's than I am accustomed to in this English. I tried to add D to English, and I was like, where does it go? English. So it came out as an R instead. Dinglish. Anyways, hey, we're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney.
Woo.
Streaming Ace Attorney? I heard there was some sort of corporal punishment for that in Texas, but the specifics escape me for this particular moment.
That's a good one.
Alright, let's play. Let's play the video game. Picking it up from the trial. Also, Austin, quick mic test. I just want to make sure you sound good.
Yes, hi, hello, yes, hello, yes, hi, yes.
Can you adjust the mic to be angled towards you slightly better?
By scraping the desk, I can.
How else are we gonna hear all the edge?
Oh god, we do have Edgeworth, you're right.
How about now? Is it better?
Say it one more time.
How about now? Is it better?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
That's good. That is quite good. Sweet. Can you just insert the microphone into your jaw?
I can, I won't.
Please don't deep throat the microphone. Alright. The new couch was splendid. Austin has his computer set up right on that couch right now.
That's great. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. That's not how it's spelled, Mr. Wright. How did you?
Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis.
You shouldn't.
You really shouldn't.
Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice.
This girl that you've picked up cannot channel spirit mediums of better defense attorneys.
Just a warning.
Fair warning. I know that's your thing.
I know that's quite common in these parts, but this teenage girl cannot channel spirits.
East Los Angeles. Yeah?
A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that.
Ms. Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia.
Only
There's
grumpier.
one decisive difference between you and her. The grump.
Cup size?
And that's...
You're not a defense attorney. You're just the Edgeworth. You're just Mia's Edgeworth. Also, Flint with a mustache has been gifted a subscription by Flint.
Merry Christmas!
For the channel.
How about that?
Flint.
Merry Halloween to all!
Flint gifted a subscription to Flint with a mustache.
It's not him. It's a totally different person.
Did you see the beautiful mustache?
Yes.
Anyways, thank you
very
very
real.
much. Thank you very much, Flints. Both of you.
All two of you. Good luck, Mr. Wright.
Here we go. This one fella here sure does have a nice mustache. Hold it! This Flint character looks familiar. Is it two Flints stacked on top of each other with a trench coat? My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time.
Maybe you should be a proper fucking lawyer then.
For once in your goddamn life. I'll be alone in there.
Gee, if only we'd had some way to have practiced before then, to have gotten more experience, more work.
God. Like even just like traffic court or something, dude. Come on.
If there was only other cases that you didn't turn down over and over before this.
I have to discover the truth all by I'm here. I'm here.
Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Emma's here.
Lightning, no.
What is Lightning trying to do?
Lightning, yes.
She's sitting directly in front of the screen.
Oh.
on your
That's a little
couch.
problematic. You might need to see that.
Oh, it's time. Here we go.
Yeah, I tossed
Get
her
time.
to the side.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for quite some time, Your Honor.
I like the improv. That's good. Edgeworth.
I'm just all about making Edgeworth more sassy.
Didn't he kill someone?
Yeah. I don't know. My memory's not that great. I don't trust my memory. I just trust the cold hard facts. I haven't been in court since Edgeworth's trial. It's been a while now.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright.
He knows. He knows how you feel.
I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Also, I feel like I just have to say that she admitted to it. Is that okay? Like, come the fuck on.
Literally, that's the only reason she's up there, and I'm not. Despite the fact the body was found in my car, stabbed with my knife.
Yeah.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
What the fuck
What?
does that mean?
The fuck does that mean? That sounds like a crisis actor.
No,
It's
it
a
just means she's
professional
great.
witness.
Well, then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starrer, to the stand.
Yes, thank you. The cough-up queen.
Oh, that's actually appropriate because I have bronchitis right now.
Yes.
It's a appropriate name. I didn't think of that yesterday because, you know, melty
I've
brain.
seen you somewhere.
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I haven't eaten caviar before.
No, you can't buy caviar in a bento box, okay? You don't get champagne.
It's real. Shut up. It's real.
You don't get champagne in a beer bottle, and you don't get caviar in a bento box, okay? The judge is really wolfing it down.
Wolf down caviar. Aren't you supposed to, like, top it onto things?
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
He's delicately spooning on, like shoveling on, over and over. Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl.
Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
No and no.
And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's full of fingers.
It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
First name Finger, last name Print Lunchbox. Well, Your Honor, so how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. No, really, I have an infected tooth and I got it right in there. Holy shit!
That sounds like
Oh!
a tooth infection.
Also, I might be allergic.
I'm deathly allergic to oysters, whatever the fuck caviar's made of. I always thought caviar would taste
Fish
like
egg?
pickle.
Yes. That is
I'm
correct.
allergic to fish egg.
I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What? Is he
I
saying
guess
that is
texture-wise, it's similar.
I think he is. I can't tell if he's saying that because that would be a gross thing conceptually, or if he's very specifically comparing it to that pickled tapioca that he's had. What the fuck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name, profession, now!
Me? The name is Angel Starer. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
No, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court.
She's bribing the court. Her testimony is redacted. Yeah, good point, actually.
Yeah. In a real court of law, this is clearly a farce that we have been in. Which, believe me, if you think this is bad,
It only gets worse.
it
Oh,
only gets worse,
boy.
especially for other characters in the future. I am a professional.
Uh-huh. What exactly does that mean?
Do you know what escort means?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starrer was a special investigator with the police.
She was a special escort for the police.
She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Star was a detective?
Yes, and now she's a prostitute.
Better than me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Escort.
I know who you are.
Of course you do, Judge.
Cough up. God.
Cough up, Queen. Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Also, apparently saying star with that extra R, it takes the breaths out of your lungs when they're real weak and sore.
Also,
I wasn't thinking that would be the thing, but...
Maya, get the hacks. Oh.
Oh.
We're
Emma, get the science?
May I continue with the description, Mr.
Just who is this lady?
Emma, get the fucking hydrofluoric acid.
Get the acid gun! If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. The block is for visitors and clients.
Thank you.
Yeah, also, I'm intentionally saying A block and B block instead of A block and...
Block.
Yep.
Yep. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up the prosecutor's spaces. Yes.
Not yes.
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 The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with a knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who is this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor.
You know, the witness that was called to the stand. The witness.
Talk about the murder right fucking now.
Floor plans.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
Oh, baby!
Wait, are they talking about me? Maya, or Mia, get the think. Oh, Maya, get the hack. Oh, girl, new girl, go. Get
New
the
Maya.
hydrofluoric acid.
Tiny lady!
Maya
New
too.
Maya.
New Maya.
Smart Maya.
Nerd Maya, how?
Nerd Maya, exactly. All right, hang on. Clean my glasses 1 sec.
Gumshoe, get the miss. Oh.
But you can stay there. It's cool. We don't. No.
We really, we're not
But, oh, thank God he's not around.
If Maya's so cool, why wasn't there a Maya too? Oh
There
shit.
it is. There is, and her name is Emma.
Yeah. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend
My boyfriend.
when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective instincts working.
Ah, the sixth sense, the detective sense.
Then, through a wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. The frozen discord. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
No. Oh no, I thought she thrust the handle into his chest.
I'm bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. Wait a minute.
And he looks down into the lunchbox with the caviar in it and sees a ring.
No! Oh!
Court is adjourned so I can say yes.
Let me get my yes gavel. How touching.
As you can see, there is no room for doubt.
Although security cameras probably would be a useful thing to have.
Unfortunately, they don't exist in this world.
It's 2017. We have drones to do that. Except they were indoors and the drones can't get there yet. They're a little wide to fit through the windows.
What? Much such as myself. They were based off of my own design.
Why is it I'm just trying to get it through the window?
Now I'm just imagining a bunch of flying Edgeworths.
And they'd all sound like...
Or alternatively, a bunch of drones dressed like Edgeworth.
Oh, that's what the
wind.
hanging jacket in his office
it's a
was.
drone.
Cute.
It's a
That's
drone.
cute. I like that.
The key point of your testimony. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it makes me laugh.
Get on with it.
Seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife, which you saw being stabbed in Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I like it.
I'm still thinking about that. Got new
Which
emotions and things. My fuck.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. She would. She is that little nerd. She would be that 15-year-old, just like we were, who knew about Monty Python when no other kids did.
Look at her fucking satchel. She looks like a goddamn alchemist.
You're right.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I feel like this is gonna end with Angel.
Maya Tooth, throw the alchemist fire.
I was gonna say it's gonna end with Angel here being turned into Two-Face by her throwing a vial in the courtroom.
Either that or it's just like a decorative thing where it's like one of those bags that you buy to look like a bag of holding or to look like a giant NES cartridge
there's
a
giant Think Geek logo on the back of it.
Yep.
God.
I love Nerd Maya.
Ha! Monty Python. Oh, I remember that. I'm the last surviving cast member. You may cross-examine the one.
Wow.
No, most of them are alive. Cleese is alive and continuing to be vaguely racist on Twitter. Eric Idle is alive, even though I was pretty sure he wasn't. I was like 99% sure he was dead, but no, guess he's alive. Somehow I always knew this day would come. The handle is most certainly the deadliest part of the knife. You can bludgeon someone with it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. If you were to grip it the other way and to hit someone with the handle, you'd end up cutting your hand. That's
What the hell is her name? The Sky, the chief prosecutor.
Lana.
Lana. Yeah, that's right. She has a cut on her hand. Was she trying to bludgeon Goodman to death with the knife?
That's what you gotta press Angel on. She's wrong.
Yes.
If you thought she'd know.
No, that's wrong! How do you like being crushed? I'm used to it! And I just look longingly at Edgeworth. All Monty Python cast members. Graham Chapman, who's dead, John Cleese, Michael Palin, Eric Idle, Terry Jones, and Terry Gilliam. So it was Graham Chapman who's dead, not Eric Idle. I thought Eric Idle was dead, but no. Stream dying? Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. It's dying.
Oh no.
We can give it just a second. I mean, it doesn't matter that much. You can hear the audio fine, and that's what really matters at this moment. Although, yeah, you're no kidding. It is dying pretty bad right now.
Oh, yeah, it's dying pretty hard.
Ooh, die hard indeed. Shit. We're dropping about half of our frames right now. Cool.
Is there a way to fixie poo? Like, unplug and...
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen
Replug?
and then return on screen share but with a lower frame rate.
I think that seemed to work last time.
Unplug the stream and plug it back in.
Yeah,
I
replug.
think we're okay. We should be fine now.
Wheel?
Are people saying that? Okay, it's fine? Alright. I'm gonna assume
Wait,
it's
hold on,
fine.
hold on.
Let's move forward. And if it's not, then we'll bring it to a
Yeah,
halt
it
again.
seems fine.
Alright, cool. How did you know?
I respect prosecutors' basic abhorrence of crime. Yet, their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
I agree, milady.
The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted.
Oh my god, that's great.
Can appreciate a good burn when he hears one.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
They'll stab you for that in Texas.
Stabbing, they'll kill you, they'll shoot you for that in Texas.
Shooting?
Star.
They'll hang you for that in Texas. Hanging? They'll stab you for that in Texas. Oh shit, we found the new Pokemon like type triangle.
Oh no.
Shooting, stabbing, and hanging.
Yes.
Do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Ugh, laid off. So she was fired.
Just a little embezzling and they get all of it. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Well, you may continue, Miss Star.
Yeah, we're just supposed to believe the person who has just said, like, I fucking hate prosecutors is
Exactly.
unbiased in testifying against a prosecutor.
I'm not actually presenting anything, I'm just looking at my evidence. I remember what we have. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So that leaves room for him to have already been dead.
Yeah.
Sure
Between 4 and 5:30.
Oddly unspecific time frame there.
Yeah. Loss of blood from chest wound. The wound was caused by a 12-centimeter knife. A single stab wound was found.
I guess a death by blood loss is a little harder to pin down than, say, like, if you died from one blow to the head and died almost instantly or within a few seconds.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
It's fucking easy to just figure out when they died. Well, not easy, but, you know, easier.
I also love that Edgeworth has a fucking toolbox.
With a knife in it. Just
Yes.
a knife. It's not even a hunting knife.
Just a fucking knife. God damn it. Alright, let's see. This boyfriend. This boyfriend. He's a detective?
And is he from Texas?
Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Oh, as he raises the caviar-soaked ring slowly.
You wanna know something hilarious? It's slightly off topic, but it's just for a second.
Go on.
My friend just texted me saying like that she was reading through our Blades in the Dark character info again because
Yeah.
we haven't had a chance to play that in a while, and she was like, I missed your character Gwyn, who looks wise I based a lot off of a main character in this exact case.
Oh,
So
hell
it's kinda
yes.
funny that she just said that to me now. Anyway,
We'll get to see.
Good.
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. I have many. Care to join? Yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
you should stick that in your Twitter.
Connor. Connor, don't do that.
No, I'm Ow! Ouch! Oh my fucking god.
I'll stick with the lunch, thanks.
Note to self: the judge had to think before replying.
If only I wasn't 90 years older than you.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block.
Hang on.
You're already on it? Alright. Yeah, I was going to do that.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in the block. So, she was in B... excuse me. So, she was in the block when she witnessed the crime.
You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? Sorry, I'm really used to spirits and shit.
It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes.
You're not foreign to whatever country we're in. You don't get to say how you say.
It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. You know,
I
that
have
specific feeling.
no idea what that means. Is that anything like pickled tapioca? Because I fucking love me some... Oh god, I need more!
Oh, you know what? I
Turn
just realized too. Pickled tapioca is like the most Great Depression era super old person snack sounding
God.
thing too, regardless of whether it was or not. It sounds like something.
I'm googling what pickled tapioca. We're taking a sidebar real quick, so I can Google pickled tapioca. I don't know why I thought there'd be a Wikipedia article for pickled tapioca. It's a thing.
I mean, yes.
Oh, that
You
does
could
not
not
look super appetizing.
It's
Makes sense. Tapioca
limes,
makes sense.
limes, rice wine vinegar, oysters, and pearl tapioca. Okay, that makes sense then. That's why you thought that caviar would taste somewhat like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I get
okay,
it.
that makes sense. So it's kind of a.
Also,
a-
why is it called pickled tapioca? It has tapioca in it, but it's not pickled. You
I
don't
guess
pickle
vinegar.
it.
Well, it might have to do with maybe you do have to let it sit for a long period of time in a jar, like you do when you're making pickles.
Okay, fair enough.
Let the air out over time, sort of thing.
Speaking of a detective's instincts, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Milky.
Curd.
Young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn, you know, street cheese. Delicious street cheese.
Which is an item you can buy from my Lunchland van, my food van. It's like a food truck, except there's no windows. God.
There's no windows, and none of my customers ever show up again.
Oh, God. Hi, Connor. Enjoy that caviar. Anyways, hi, Carl. What's up?
I, of course, am hard, yellow, sharp as a tack.
I bet you stink too.
Or I bet you stink too.
In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Didn't you say it was a chain fence? I mean, whatever. It's neither here nor there. By garish car, you mean...
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes, in
Yes,
case
it's
that
time.
wasn't made clear.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Incidentally, the knife with which
Wow!
Wow.
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's.
God,
That
it's
was an
like,
unexpected tongue twister. The
That
knife
was-
with which the victim.
was, and it's gonna tell you at the end there. Good God.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
that sounds like me when I'm recording scripts.
Wasn't it?
It's embroidered.
Indeed, it was.
What an artist this is.
You could tell because it's maroon, and I'm the only human being on the planet that wears maroon.
Do you not see my tie? My weirdly fluorescent tie?
Or 90% of my wardrobe.
Look. Well, I mean, look at the judge's fucking tie.
Yep.
It's like, why is it? It looks like an Iron Man like chest that's glowing. They didn't shade it at all.
You're not supposed to look there. See the beard. See, you're
Oh,
not
okay.
supposed to look there.
And the person you saw, you are sure it was the defendant?
That's not actually his tie, it's just his soul. You
Oh.
found the one gap in the judge and you saw directly into it.
I saw from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always complain.
Turned into Maya for a second.
I'm losing the Emma voice. I gotta warn you.
Witness! In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, worms are very hard to spot from 30 feet away!
Okay, also, I want to point out, it would have been so much fucking better if we started off Emma only sounding exactly like Maya, and then over the course of the trial, she develops her own voice.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that would have been nice too.
So
where
that
you're
Phoenix
like, oh,
actually
this is
starts
just
to
Maya.
recognize. Well, so Phoenix actually is like, oh, hey, actually, maybe you're not just Maya the
We're,
second.
we're seeing the world from Phoenix's eyes, so yes.
Exactly.
You
Maybe
are
that's
a
why she's
biased
starting to-
witness.
Maybe that's why she's starting to sound like Maya, because he's just like, oh yeah, Maya, who has 3 lines the whole trial.
You might want to keep your silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
You hypocritical motherfucker.
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside, like street cheese.
Delicious.
Judge, the witness is threatening me with being baked alive.
Probably deep fried. Probably not baked.
Was inspiring. Oh God, marry me!
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to a lowly post of lunch lady. My instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
I'm trying to see if there's anything objectively wrong in the photograph here. Okay, so we know that the barrel got knocked over after the fact.
Okay.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera.
See, like, that would make sense. That would make sense in 2017. Like, you can believe anyone could take a photo of anything, but not because she snuck a camera into her lunchbox, but because she has a smartphone.
It's Cam Rivar. Never mind. That was let's cut that joke for now. That didn't happen. I suppose it's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
This is my first time seeing this photograph. It has not yet made me laugh.
You'd think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor. Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
One of your boyfriends.
Yes.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Sky.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time?
Hey, not anything I can particularly say. You haven't missed much. We're just cross-examining, trying to get more evidence here. So, okay, let me see. trying to see if there's anything like blatantly wrong here. How is it implied that Edgeworth got his car there? That is a tight park.
Yes.
Damn. It's block A. Is there anything wrong there? Do we have like a timestamp of the photo at all? No.
No. I wish I could give you some sort of hint of direction, but I really don't remember the details of the investigative part of this game.
Hang on. How do we know? I'm just gonna go through all of the holding a knife in her right hand, and she's supposed to point a bit of the knife to Detective Goodman's chest.
And then the
It's only a
joke.
flesh. You said that before. Bad joke.
Yeah, her testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
Okay, so I always knew a day like this would come. My lunchbox is my boyfriend. Missing something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective instincts. I saw, through a wire fence, I saw a chief prosecutor standing next to a garage car, which we have a photo of. Was holding a knife in her right hand, except she's not in the photo. But it could also be that she had it in her pocket. But I think that might be what we have to do. But let me press. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 10 centimeters long.
It was a 12
Boy, her
centimeter
voice-
stab wound, though. Also, what the fuck? Why would you get 30 feet away?
I have laser vision. In that, I
That doesn't make any sense.
I see with lasers.
I have laser
they're
vision in
very
this
accurate.
lunchbox. Stream still Borg? No.
No?
Hopefully not. Hopefully no Borg.
Someone tell them to refresh.
Yes, that's about right.
prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
Well, what's the surprise then? Well, what's the surprise then? You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, person.
Hmm? Perhaps a chicken salad would have been a better metaphor?
So, the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You saw her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has your point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late? You took a fucking picture.
Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
You
said that before, scientifically speaking. Wow.
So you need to present something
I think
on one of these statements.
This is like the first thing I can think of to do. Because she's not holding a knife in the picture. I don't know if that, because like she could easily just be concealing it. But
The way I'm seeing it right now is it could either be here or the next statement. So let's try here first.
objection! Got it. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife.
As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl
Oh
lunch.
shit, that looks really good. Oh, don't do that to me. That looks really good, really fucking good. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph! Ha! Anyways, I took the photograph. At the very moment, I've lost all credibility in court, haven't I? I took a photograph.
You never
Very
had
low to the
any.
crime. Is it not? It looks like rice with ketchup. I don't think it's ketchup. I think it's like sauce. Soy
Also,
sauce.
that kind of sounds like something you'd make.
Oh,
Maybe
no,
not
with
now,
ketchup,
but-
Jesus. Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection.
Oh shit, a subtle objection. Let's be a little more careful with our evidence, shall we? Wait, what? Why would he be saying that?
It is you that needs to be more careful, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Bullshit, because the barrels would have been knocked over.
Yep.
How can you tell that?
Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat.
This is when Phoenix slowly realizes he's black and white, but only the photographs. Oh god, why did I get into this field? It's a black and white photograph. Yeah, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here.
Phoenix lost all credibility in court when he asked to cross-examine the parrot, but we won because of that!
No problem. Except you. Sorry, I thought that was your line.
Yeah, I thought it was too for a second.
Mr. Wright, are you just going to sit there and take that kind of abuse?
I love it! You got a better idea? Objection!
Our one word.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony! Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime!
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Literally, what the fuck are you talking about?
Good advice. I'm not sure I understand it, but good advice.
Who's taking black and white photographs in 2017? I mean, I guess everyone, because that's the technology they thought. Did they think we would regress in photo technology?
No,
Sure.
maybe they all just use filters. That's
these
it.
are all artsy filters. Instagram
They're
has
all
taken
OT
over.
filters, yeah. You know?
I haven't had time. I didn't have time to stop.
I haven't had time to go and stop her.
Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves?
Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on?
For the surgery.
If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves.
Edgeworth, can you move? I'm trying to look at the photograph. Gah!
I like the idea that Phoenix is holding out the photograph and his hands look at it, and Edgeworth
And then Edgeworth
comes in and
just
shoves his
pops
head
up.
in between.
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. A serious
she-
offense.
This voice is very
Was she-
hard to do with a scratchy.
Was she just possessed by Yoda?
Oh, God. Witness, add this to your testimony. Witness, add this to your testimony.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing rubber gloves? Like, driving gloves? Phoenix, are you fucking serious?
That's fucking stupid. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the
Do murder?
Do murder.
She came to do murder and to do the pot. the only possible conclusion one can make.
My favorite TV franchise, Murder She Do.
Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Ah! Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starrer.
This is bad. She's got them thinking it was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that it wasn't premeditated. Oh my fuck! Oh my fuck!
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Alright, so I have to think of a way to prove that it was not premeditated.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious.
I mean, is it? Let me see.
Okay, so we know she had the surgical gloves.
Yes.
We know that she planned to... So, according to this, she planned to put the body in the car. What did she use to kill the man?
Edgeworth's knife. Why?
Which was in the car. Why would she plan a murder
Yes,
without a
you're
murder
right.
weapon?
I see, okay.
Like, how many people have fucking tools,
shit,
like a knife, in their toolbox?
Yeah, who would think?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
commit a
I'm
murder,
sure
but I'll
they'll just have a
I'll
knife.
just use what there's probably be a thinker somewhere around there.
Yeah, exactly. Why would she not have that already? So present the knife here.
Objection! 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 Nice. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know.
No,
That's
no,
illegal.
she sells boxed lunches, not lunch boxes. That would be a very different and far less lucrative deal.
I sell Lunchables for a living. That's a knife. The knife.
Oh my god, no, what if they tried to Americanize it and do a brand deal? Just like this obviously edited over the sprite is just a Lunchables logo.
Would you like a caviar Lunchables?
It's just like the M&M's pizza one.
The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Oh, I really want one now, though. I love Lunchables. Sorry.
Indeed, it is my knife.
Also, I'm starving.
What's with this case?
The bloody murder weapon around car all belong to the prosecutor there.
That is the chief prosecutor for the district, right?
Mommy, our prosecutor's bad people.
Yes.
Oh God, Mommy.
Please
The
don't ever
defense-
say that again.
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned the murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon?
Oh.
Please have it be much more like, oh.
Oh.
Like, oh shit, you're right. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon!
Oh wow! Bad idea.
Oh God, are you okay? Great, now the tide is turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
I'll remember your voice
It's
someday,
either
Maya.
0 or 10
Maya,
for you, isn't it? Oh, you called her Maya, Jesus.
I called her Maya. It's because I'm doing such a high voice and I'm used to doing an even higher voice than whoever the
Yeah.
witness is for Maya. So my voice keeps wanting to go up, but I have to go down.
Her voice is a lot like Sonia's and Miranda's.
Yeah,
remember
I
that?
keep trying to remember Nerd Sonia, but it's not.
Kind of sounds like this.
Yeah, it's the
I
enthusiasm.
believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
My grandmother's recipe.
Oh my
Nan always made the best humble pie.
I love Edgeworth so much. This is beautiful. Oh my God. What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide had turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
I wasn't thinking about tides. But this shoots a hole, or sorry, stabs a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah!
Just because the murderer didn't bring a murder weapon to the murder.
The premeditated one.
The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that has to do with sentence. Ugh,
God, yes, it does.
that's actually
really
really
does.
important.
The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now?
Is she gonna, like, convict herself by just trying to, like shit on Edgeworth?
Just trying to one up him.
But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing
She
him.
is.
It was planned.
She is.
If she wasn't, why would she have been wearing?
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw and not what you thought.
How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
What the fuck? Alright, here we go again.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine
Bingo.
to plunge the knife in again and again.
Bingo, 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 bango, bongo.
We have
Evidence.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
I mean, do you not? Cross-examination.
All right, let's see. We don't even need to fucking sit here and listen to this right now. Humble pie my ass, Edgeworth. Bingo, bango, bongo. Bish bash bosh. Gotcha. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
It's literally just a box of moss.
I'm afraid that moss is growing under our feet as we wait. Miss Star.
What do you mean?
Wait, what? Edgeworth is
I
doing
shouldn't
it?
have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Thank you, Edgeworth.
You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk. He's my hero, really.
I'm like, what about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness.
But,
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
her
Red
red
muffler.
muffler. She means the scarf, okay.
yeah.
I don't think I have anything to present on that, so I'm probably just gonna have to press now. Oh, she's not wearing it.
She's not.
Yep.
Muffler! Objection!
Connor, it's a red muffler.
Red muffler! Thank you, yes, you're right.
You're welcome. You gotta be specific.
Yeah, duh.
Whoa, shit. I didn't even get a chance to read it.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim.
God.
And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Ha! Also, you're starting to sound a little distant, Austin. Are you, like, leaning away from the mic?
A little bit.
I'm back.
Perfect.
Huh? But that can't be!
Only a true professional could be so clueless.
That's right. This is Edgy Poo, our motherfucker. Phoenix doesn't even need to be here. I'm the defense and the prosecution. Fuck you, Phoenix. Eat my ass.
Later. Gladly.
What is with the chat and mug? Why are you all going on about mugs? I'm so confused.
I don't know.
I'm so confused right now.
Did one of us mention a mug? Is it in the news?
I don't think so.
I'm sure you'll make a good lunch lady, have no fear.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
What was my objection? Chopped liver?
But it was there. A scarf? No, not that. But something red. Wriggly.
Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude. Now back to business.
What?
Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well.
Oh, she's so mad.
I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part out of her testimony.
The most important part?
The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. All right, here we go.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starer, resistance is futile.
Huh.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starer.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
I like that Phoenix just knows a bunch of snake facts.
Yeah. What
No thanks.
do you not?
Note to self: Attorney Wright gets bitten by snakes.
Oh shit.
By snake. The frozen Discord chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Or in a van. Ha! Get it? Little car humor.
Like my lunch
Anyway.
van.
She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum.
Oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Row.
Rawr, indeed. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine if you will.
All right, so there's a couple of things here, but I don't know exactly what to present where. I do want to check. Not the crime photo, the floor plans. All right, I already know where to present, but I'm gonna press it first. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Huh. Maybe I should press her for more details. Yes, press her. Leave her alone! What does she do? Leave her alone! I'd like to
Jeez,
see
you're
this
the
on the
lunch
floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was...
She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block.
No.
I think you mispronounced something.
No. Edgeworth is the only one who would pronounce it correctly.
Yeah,
Please
that's true.
please have him pronounce A block as a block, though. He gets
yeah.
that one wrong.
Yeah.
So you witnessed the murder from here? That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Star?
Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you.
I went over it, of course.
What? Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her it would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Find your voice.
Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. How come Miss Sky didn't get away? Okay, well, let me go back and press everything then, because that wasn't gonna be what I thought it was. So where is this partition in the floor plans?
I'm sure she means this wall next to the car.
Can Phoenix finally kill Emma with the thinker, please? Aw, I like Emma, though.
I like Emma too. I just keep fucking up because I'm all sick.
There was a wall there, about 6 feet high.
She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do.
And what did you do then?
Let's see. So, okay, we already pressed that. Why the fuck would you mention a fucking scarf? She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say?
If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony.
Cheeky.
Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Is this gonna be what I think it is?
Probably. Maybe
Possibly.
not.
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone during work hours.
Phone.
Oh.
You mean this cell phone? Ask it further, of course. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene?
Yes, ultimately.
Ultimately?
My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court does not see Miss Star.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall.
Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
What a useful emergency phone.
Good witnessing, witness. Good witness? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
Yeah.
So let's see. Try and use the phone on the wall and just use her cell phone. Let's press that too. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? I was gonna ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. She said plural. Maybe she was also dissing Edgeworth. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket.
And that's when you went over?
And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this?
What is it, Mr. Wright?
Okay, I know what's wrong there. I don't know how to present it. Is it the floor plans, maybe? Because she wouldn't be able to see this. It was a 6-foot wall, and sure, the fence was 9 feet, but you still wouldn't be able to see that from that distance. The angle wouldn't line up.
Yeah, about that.
Maybe it's floor plans? This might be wrong. Objection? Objection? Objection! Okay, yeah.
There you
there
go.
we
A little gusto. Just a little bit.
I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana. What does that have to do with anything, Phoenix?
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor?
Nice and shiny
Shining
armor.
armor. You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Starrer, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up.
Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of the partition. If you indeed were in B block, even, you couldn't have seen it.
Wow.
What's the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Phoenix feels like if John Mulaney actually grew up to be the lawyer he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Grrr.
That's quite a claim, Mr.
Wright, perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about the order of events, what she saw. It must have been what she saw, right? She couldn't have seen that.
Yeah?
Although,
Oh, well, a little bit. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she did not see Miss Sky using that emergency phone. It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. But very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? What? What?
Oh, Phoenix.
Phoenix.
He's
Honey.
trying, okay?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would Miss Starrer lie like that?
Huh?
Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant?
Oh, dang it, she's right.
I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone.
I see no room for doubt here.
You ordered the Patouillon rice, right?
Mr. Wright, and I thought you had something there. Shit, alright.
One more try.
Yeah, there's one that makes more sense than that.
Okay, yeah.
I can see it. I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong.
Because she seemed very certain about specific things that she did see.
So I guess she could be lying about the order of events then. Because where she saw it wouldn't... Why would that... No,
That's the biggest contradiction in her testimony right now.
Where she was when she saw it.
Where she was when she saw it, exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought where she saw it meant where she saw the event happen, as in where the event occurred. Not where she
no,
was
that
when
would've-
she saw it.
that
That makes
probably
a
would've
lot
saw it.
more sense.
It probably would have said where she saw it happen if they meant.
I don't think they could fit that in the text box, actually.
But yeah, if they meant if the scene of the crime was somewhere else.
It should have been where she was. It should have been where she
where
she
shot from.
Yeah, that one would have made more sense. She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. It'd be pointless for her to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. Therefore, we should trust everything we should say. Court adjourned. She's guilty. The witness did actually see Miss Sky use the emergency phone. In other words, Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell.
Oh, Phoenix.
I'll turn this lie into the truth. I'm Phoenix. Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, honey. Let me just ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. The place where Miss Star was when she witnessed the crime was here. The security room would make sense, wouldn't it?
She did have a boyfriend there.
And she had a bullseye view because the only place she could have seen, like if she was here, she wouldn't have seen everything that happened at the van.
Yeah. Whereas the security room's on the second floor and made of glass, so. Or at least the walls are made of glass. I don't think the floors.
Everything in there, the buttons, the chairs.
The computers.
This is the only place where she could have been. And we're just like showing the courtroom a photo that we're holding as we're just pointing our finger on it. This right here! Right here! The translation's kind of messed up in this case. Is it, like, in general?
I've only noticed that so far.
Well, there's been a couple of typos, too, remember?
Oh, fair.
And the punctuation. Well,
that was through the entire game.
That's been the entire game, though.
The security guard room?
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second level, so you can see the entire lot.
So that random pointless wall in the way of parking doesn't affect anyone. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony, you said, you ran in the security guard room. Yes? Well, Miss Star?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star.
Witness, what have you done? Do you see me a detective? You should know better. What the fuck?
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
Guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd?
Why did the judge just turn into Grossberg Light? What have you done? Oh, God!
Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly.
I thought the conversation was implied to have been you just talking to Phoenix exclusively and kind of whispering amongst yourselves, but I have the ears of a hawk.
The photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim.
Wait a minute. How was this photograph taken then? Who took this photograph?
Yeah?
That's a good question, and maybe also when.
That truth still stands. Sorry, Discord froze for me.
Oh, okay. It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows that. Whoa, we're really going with the with the O.J. Simpson defense then, aren't we? Okay. If she lied about this, has she been truthful about anything? She wouldn't risk that without good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Me? Who the fuck else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know.
On this notepad that I actually am using for once, Miss Starr witnessed this crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from the block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Angle view to crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting? That's...
Distance to the crime would,
That's what makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But also angle view to the crime. Maybe?
You can
It
get one
changes
wrong.
the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear.
Oh yeah, same distance.
30 feet.
The
That makes
distance
sense,
between
because, yeah,
scene
it's
of
in the middle of
crime
the- yeah,
and this
okay,
guard
so
station is
it's-
30 feet.
Yeah, I think it was angle.
I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Oh shit, Phoenix, wait. What she saw is not what's in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime.
That's also true.
Mhm.
Oh, so we're proving a different thing than I thought we were, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Miss Starrer, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness?
You.
Yep. What?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
Squid wheels? Now listen, I love Splatoon, but the weapons they started adding later were getting really fucking weird. Squid wheels.
Yeah.
It sounds like a scooter brand for Squid Kids. Like
Squid wheels.
Yeah. It was quicker since he jumped through the window. Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I'm bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boysen friend. Ha ha! I'm fucking hilarious.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
Oh, witnesses had one thing in common. They started their legs started moving before the
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in the block. Blah 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 block.
That's quite the detour.
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence
Bullshit.
of her, but with a car. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and a spork is a wonderful invention. Let's talk about this for 30 minutes.
Sounds good to
Would
me.
you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely! Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright,
You have to do something.
The judge is the last surviving member of Monty Python. Has there ever been a witness with a perfectly fine testimony? Never. Do I have evidence to stop this? Sit back and observe. I don't know if I have evidence, but I'm still gonna try.
Yeah.
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could have made pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. What? What?
because it would cook, but it wouldn't cook that much because it's a
But
good amount of time.
What does that
but
mean?
it's a
I guess
resort.
his point is it would be a pretty long time. Okay.
A long time, but not so long that you could make
What
pasta.
is it with Phoenix and fucking spaghetti? God damn it.
It's all he can afford.
I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
A 5-minute blank Isn't that strange?
Strange.
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. Wait, what? But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Sky dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable.
Yug!
Yug.
Yug!
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. She has a grudge against the defendant, and there is a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright!
That was too close. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. I'm with that court is adjourned. Oh shit, what? Hold it.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right?
That's the one she tried to foist off on me.
I prefer to not take the defense team's leftover. Anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starrer.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Whoa! A triple decker!
How big is
Out of
this man's
deference to
stomach?
the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed.
Like the Lunchland motto says, I'll keep shoving food down your throat until you fucking squeal.
That's why they call me the Cop-Up Queen. You'll eat till you choke.
What is she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? That word, I don't think it means what you think it means. This is literally bribing. Yep.
Yep.
Here we go. It's all he can afford. Remember, he's living off of $38 a week. True.
$38 total for the past 2 months.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene.
Yeah, no shit.
And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other was the defendant, Miss Lana Sky's blood. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
But does the shoe fit? What? There was blood found on the shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence?
Simple. As I've already said, I
I
don't
love
trust you
Discord
with evidence,
freezing.
mystery.
Yeah.
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
Why have we not been calling Edgeworth Mr. E this whole time? Holy shit.
Mr. E.
Because we have some dignity?
Mr. Edge.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence.
What?
You should know the 2 rules of evidence law, Miss Starr.
First rule, Edgeworth presents it. Second rule, follow first rule.
Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence. At least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
I
fucking
don't
know.
Edgeworth is sure celebrating. I don't know. I didn't read the books.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
I don't know. Edgeworth looks pretty sullen.
You could at least study some evidence law, really.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. Well, what was the second rule? Shit. It seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim shoe added to the court record.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Decisive evidence. And I'm just gonna look. First things first, I want to look at the photograph. Uh-huh. 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 Uh-huh.
It says victim shoe, though.
Oh, wait, this is the victim shoe? Oh, victim.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the victim shoe. Okay. Victim shoe. Hang on. Let me check. Wait, how do I check the court record for people? Can I not check it here? I can't. Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah, because you can't present people as evidence or
Well,
profiles.
'cause
Yeah.
I wanted to look at the profiles, but I couldn't. Okay. Alright, so 5 minutes when you're looking at the scene of the crime, and now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One, of course, was okay. Let me press all of this. Tom, can we not talk about that's here? It's a little weird to talk about here. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes?
I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results?
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Then why didn't you just tell the truth?
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book, like lassos
When
and
the
bear
suspect
traps.
is admitting she did it?
False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starrer. Let's just get this over with.
More despicable than murder.
Yeah, it's
I don't
honestly-
agree with it, but
And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime?
I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe.
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen.
So you carry your food with a blood-ridden shoe?
that wasn't
I'm happy
ketchup.
for you in your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
Okay, hang on, I never actually checked. I forgot we could do this now.
Yeah.
Huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make any sense.
Ah, there's blood here too.
On the sole of the shoe, it's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
All this blood, it's horrible.
This blood might be an important clue. Yeah, that's what's bothering me. Why would there be blood on the bottom of his shoe? Like if it happened the way that she
You'd
said
have
it
to
did.
step in it.
This blood, it's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Anna's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
Poor sis.
I thought there'd be like a name on the inside.
A foot.
Can it get any more obvious that Angel's the killer? Well, she definitely had something to do with it, of course. So, you brought it to the forensics department?
If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it proved.
I just click on the stream and hear you found the shoe. Yep, we're at this point right now.
Yup.
Yeah.
To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert.
And she got away with a little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have blood stains on it.
Makes sense. After all, a man was stabbed here.
And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe.
You can't say for sure that blood belonged to the victim with a blood test. Phoenix, I mean, you're technically not wrong, but come on, dude.
He's having a straw mirage at the moment. He thinks he sees them, but they're not there.
Ready to grasp that.
You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie? Well, speak up.
Can we have Emma? Blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was performed in cold blood. Jesus fucking Christ, Wright.
Actually, if you combine all the various blood tests, there are a million types. Millions of types. It's practically impossible to narrow down a blood sample to one person. Or so I hear.
Millions of types?
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said that there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky's.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
He's doing his best. I was afraid he was gonna say that. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Ugh.
You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Ugh. Oh, God.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole batch of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
A problem? This is critical. What's wrong with the victim's shoe? There is a problem.
There's no problem.
If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction!
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, Rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence.
Womp. Womp.
I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Don't mess with me, Rookie.
Is food allowed in court? Normally, no, but neither are cameras, and we allowed that in. Neither are weapons, and we allowed that in. Neither is,
Neither are lies.
yeah,
and we allow
lies.
a lot of that in.
We let that in all the time. The judge does it himself, too.
Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe.
Arrest her
What?
for threatening violence.
Yeah, seriously, she's done that so many times here. The judge is just like, oh, God, yes. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife.
Smoking, too. Yeah, we allowed smoking in here. And children.
That too.
What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of a shoe?
I don't know what it wants me to present here. I could present the knife, I guess. Or the autopsy?
just look
Hang
at-
on.
Maybe look at the details of.
From chest wound. A single stab wound was found. Why would there be blood on the bottom of it? That could be it. I think that's probably it, because I can't think of anything else to present here. I know it now!
Yeah.
Got it.
I think it's the autopsy. he bled out, but why would there be blood on the bottom of his shoe?
He could walk
Also-
in it.
Just throwing something out there. There are 2 types of blood on the shoe. And there's, you know,
Well, it's been
2
assumed
spots.
that the blood on the top of the shoe was Lana's, and the blood on the bottom of the shoe was his. That's what we assumed. Does the photo have a pool of blood visible? Wait, are we still proving that the photo was taking place? Okay, I guess we
Quite possibly.
We have not established that the photo was before the incident. We keep saying that it wasn't. Okay, yeah, because of the 5-minute gap, everyone thinks that this photo took place after the incident. We're well past that in my head, at least, but that's fair enough. Take that. Yeah, bingo. Thank you, chat. The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint.
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found at the scene of the crime? As you can see, there are no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this. So we're just holding the picture up, and then we just stick our, like, Phoenix literally punches his head through the photo.
Yes.
That contradicts your claim about the shoe.
I guess we need another goddamn photo now. Thanks, Phoenix. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
If there were bloody footprints, they would have been found. We checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Arrgh! Well, witness.
What? Huh? First...
Great going, Mr. Wright, but
Excuse me.
it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we would have to ask why there wasn't a footprint.
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright. Think.
Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
What?
I see. Now I get it.
I'm starting to think I know what happened. Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about? Aren't you a prosecutor? Shut up.
Think back to when she told me.
Oh god. Sorry, my screen timed out.
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to.
It's his. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's his.
anytime it's his flashback, it's just him not even bothering with the.
Yup.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked
No,
my hands
please
aside,
add
kicked over
blahs.
an oil drum.
Please add blahs in there, like blah blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Kicked over an oil drum. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Predator. Blah, blah. Rower. Or something to that effect. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
But I've realized it was the blood snatcher all along. The blood snatcher snatched the bloody footprints. No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh.
Oh, that's... I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the Lunchbox factory.
Do they make them in factories? I thought you just had grandmas make them all for me. See, I'll
Just
drum
for you,
empty.
Judge. The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
Water? What does that mean?
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
And as we all know, blood is thicker than oil.
Ah! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite nicely to the scene of the murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
Why would she hide evidence and then confess to the crime? That's what I'm thinking too. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
It's a water cut.
Aqua slash.
So my sister's blood on the shoe. That's when it happened.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please.
I know what's wrong, I just need to know when to do it. What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it.
But
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Come on, present, let me present.
Very well.
Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Little girl, what did you just say?
Huh?
Oh shit.
Me?
I was right. It's gonna be her folly.
Did you say that I, Angel Starer, was on the prosecution side?
Well, yeah. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God, I can't take any more food, but please fill me up.
To quote the great Archer, or well, the great Dr. Krieger.
Stop! My penis can only get so erect.
Jesus. That's an old meme now, though.
Yeah, I know.
It's so unfortunate that became a meme, and now it's an old meme.
Yeah, I know. It's still a great line from a great show, though.
You've reached your verdict, Your Honor. Any further comments will be held in contempt of court.
Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
A photograph? Ha!
I had this just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Huh. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at that asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet!
Do you notice anything else in the photograph?
I know a lot. I noticed a lot about it.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. You couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, Mia. Phoenix.
Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Sop up that water and with that towel and then put it back on your shoulders and experience that blood water.
Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Do you like my jokes? I've been working, Phoenix. No.
Phoenix?
Please, Phoenix, Jesus never laughs. Come back.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Phoenix. Phoenix. Thank you.
Your Honor, wait! What is with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
What? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at that. The one that's submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each. Oh shit! I broke the photo. Oh no.
And the case is over. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I gotta go ahead with it.
I suppose as we come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. You know, in court, should probably, take the law into consideration and evidence in court. Very well, Mr. Wright.
Well, okay, there's a couple of problems here. I don't know which one to present specifically. I would say the knife would be the thing I want to point to first, because the knife was found in Edgeworth's toolbox. So why is it in the photo?
Okay,
Why would anyone take the knife out and then put it into the toolbox afterwards?
Here's something of
Also,
note. Right where your
also
mouse
the
is
muffler.
hovering right there.
Yeah, the
And
muffler.
what is that thing?
What is that thing in the muffler?
Is the muffler in the muffler?
Yes.
Is the muffler in the muffler? In the muffler, muffler?
Is that what we have to present right now?
I
It would explain why Star was so convinced she saw something and heard muffler.
Oh god. Like, the knife is the thing that's really bothering me, but alright. The problem in this photograph is here!
What's this? Sorry, I thought that was the judge for a minute. There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
That's where the muffler goes. The muffler is where you keep your muffler. Wait, is it just me? I've gone through a lot of cars. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photo.
A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
I see. And I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not gonna be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think the piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
Okay. I mean, the phone, maybe? Because the call? Yeah, the word muffler. Yeah, bingo. Take that! Take that. Take that. Look at this cellular phone! Every time I do, it makes me moan.
Oh.
Take that! Jesus Christ.
What color is it? Oh, okay. Aaron knows.
Miss Star! Recall your testimony to the court. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused by earlier testimony. What images do you have stored on your phone, Connor? Like, literally nothing, actually. Not even joking. I have my background and that's about it.
Muffler. Arg. Yarg.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence!
Oh! Ooh, ooh, ah.
And she's dead.
Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we would do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth! The verdict will wait until after we've seen the evidence. Agreed?
I suppose so.
Whew, that was a close one. But we made it. At least for now.
court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It is lunchtime, after all.
He's still hungry? To be continued. We should probably keep going this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Didn't you say last time, Austin, that we should probably finish up day 2 today?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Alright,
leave day 3 for next week.
I'm gonna play some tunes and rush to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, so do I.
Alright, let's get some tunes going. Austin, keep them entertained while I be right back, everyone. Give me just 1 second.
No. Go ahead and talk about mugs all you want.
We are back in action. Is Marina back?
Not to my knowledge.
Alright. We can wait just a moment then. Whew. He's already had 2 caviar lunches and a triple-decker lunch. Yeah, how the fuck is he still hungry? Also, God, this trial is making me hungry. Holy shit. God, I'm gonna...
Want to hear a joke, Austin? Sure, why not?
Oh, no. Alright, well, let's just chill with tunes for a moment while waiting for Marina. Marina? She's taking her time, alright.
A little bit.
Yo, is this joke gonna end pretty badly? Let's be careful with the setup.
Hey. Not digging where this is going.
Alright, hey, we good?
Yep. I
Alright.
coughed so hard it made my chest burn, but I have Italian ice now, so.
Oh, I want Italian ice. Oh, we gotta get Italian ice when we go to Walmart, Austin.
Okay.
Okay, we're buying Italian ice. Trust me, it's amazing.
We're not, but sure, why not?
We're doing. It's not expensive. We're getting some Italian ice. Yeah, hell yeah. District Court Lobby No 2.
Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bad idea doing this.
Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Oh. Ugh, probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around. Rose and discord. Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Oh boy, it's time.
Hola, partner.
Yes!
I like that we never have to guess who it is with him.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire its temper. Or fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was young, at least.
Officer Marshall!
You sounded like a Scooby-Doo, like the Scooby-Doo cast unmasking of...
Officer Marshall! Old man Marshall, it was you the whole time!
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late.
Oh, fuck me, I'm late. Darn.
They got the place locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall. The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
You mean like a muffler on a car? Yeah. It's like a horse stick, but for a car.
What?
Wouldn't it be more like a batole?
I've seen...
What?
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh, where the farts are from?
What?
Keep going.
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. Gotta love Discord freezes.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. Can people stop calling it a muffler so we can be less confused?
So Miss Star wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
The only reason I can think of to shove a scarf in the muffler is either the scarf had some evidence on it that needed to be hidden like in a pinch, or it was to try and stop Edgeworth from driving the car the next day if she wasn't intending on getting caught. Like at night, like the car wouldn't start. That was the only other thing I can think of. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee.
Why does everyone keep talking about food? God damn it!
That's why I'm happy I have snacks.
Oh, we're back in the courtroom already? Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, it was just a 30-minute break.
Don't you know how long 30 minutes is?
I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watering eyes, God, fuck me already!
The lack of eyebrows.
What's more is your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled back over, and your back is...
It can't be. This can't happen.
I
Fuck.
wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Is he just, like, really constipated from one of the lunches?
No, he look at him. He lost his eyebrows. He's starting to go Super Saiyan 3.
Oh no. What time is it in America? I'm on Central Time, so it's currently 2 o'clock sharp. Or just about to be, anyways.
America has a few time zones.
About to be 3 o'clock where I am. As evidence as the multiple...
Yes.
Of the multiple.
Now it's 2
Yep.
o'clock sharp. Well then, I believe it's time we continue on with the trial. During our recess, I requested the prosecution conduct an investigation.
This is unacceptable.
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Oh boy.
Is this the police guy?
Excuse me. Knock knock.
Wait, what? Who's
Oh,
there?
I know who this is.
What? The fuck? What is with this guy? A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. This is a tall glass of water to take in. Okay.
Look at his tie, first of all.
He looks like Alexander Anderson in a coloring book, colored in by like the person coloring it in didn't have any primary colors to work with.
No. He looks like Alexander Anderson in a coloring book colored by Alucard before Anderson won his respect.
Oh my god.
This is the character I was talking about, by the way.
Yeah.
That my
Fuck.
Blaze of the in the dark character looks like.
Yup.
Are you gonna voice this person?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
My
he's a
hand
major character. I have to.
Yeah.
Good God. All right. What the fuck?
Blink.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
Who on earth is he?
Blink.
Actual
Oh,
literal
shit.
Satan.
My younger self.
Blink. Blink.
What the fuck is the blink?
Blink. Oh! Oh!
Oh, good God.
Sorry I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
Busy. Busy smizzy, Udgy, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems
Oh,
to be
'cause
his
judge.
nickname for the
Yes.
judge.
I thought he was misreading Edgeworth's name for a second until the judge started responding. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
What the fuck? Thanks.
So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly!
Oh my fuck. I love him. Little Worthy? Only I get to call him that. Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district! The
Can you tell by his uniform?
Blink.
The judge's first name is Judge and the last name is Crime.
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Damon Gantz? I feel like there's a pun there I'm missing.
I don't know.
knows?
Probably.
I
There's a
don't know,
pun
maybe.
with every fucking name.
I don't know. Sometimes you know the puns are fun little sneaky puns that you have to wait a little bit to see. You know.
So, what do we owe to this honor today? It's been 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. Can we
my
please
God,
just call it a
that's
scarf? Jesus. Also,
But
yeah,
to
no kidding.
think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
Oh, look at him! Oh my God! I love him! I love him! I love him so much!
On little Worthy's car, no less. Blink. Blink. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
Okay, but why are his glasses pink? That's what the thing that's bothering me the most, I think. Because
Rose
Maybe that's
tinted
just-
glasses.
Or maybe
my
it's
God.
square blush, and he just has a tiny little piece of metal across his nose.
his nose ring. He just
Yeah, his nose ring.
misinterpreted what a nose ring was when he got it.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? And
Mr.
wearing?
Edgeworth.
How could they miss
where
such
did you
a vital
buy it?
piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. Oh, Discord, please.
Oh shit!
There's no mistaking that signature, Miles Edgeworth. That's no fair. The day of the crime, I had...
Jury duty. Shit, that's the one excuse that no one will fucking believe.
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious?
Oh my god, I love him so much.
Imagine the type of stationery this guy must have.
Oh, good god.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
I was having sex with Phoenix as always.
Every single night. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gah.
The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yeah?
Just to be sure, I'd like you to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yeah, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and...
Oh, God!
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut
Well-
my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people any... What? What?
No, if he cuts his first finger, if he tries pointing, all he's gonna do is. We can't have that.
You're just gonna, like freeze a death beam, such as blood gushing at people as he points.
Or alternatively, if he cuts his whole finger off and he just goes the next finger over, that would have a very different implication than just
Oh,
using
God.
it. Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, shit. Alright, the game's gonna do this for me then.
Switch.
You can just use your right finger, right? True.
No.
No, there's only one hand. You have to
There is
register
one
that hand.
pointing finger.
There's a small tag on this knife.
It seems to say SL92.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of the DL6 Infinite Fame.
But it's strange.
Huh? What is it?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
Hey, if you didn't figure out that first
yeah.
note,
Yeah. So this was
let's
evidence.
spell
This
it
was evidence,
Oh, wow! Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared!
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. Blood?
Dark red.
So it's like very, very dried.
oh yeah.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between prosecutors and police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Department in disorder.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, you see. What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
That's not quite right.
It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly, announced it yet.
Wait a second, what the fuck? You said
Yeah.
5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's
So
office.
2 murders occurred simultaneously. Well, we already knew that because of the
Yeah.
beginning cinematic. Okay.
Anyway, we at the department were all a-flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation.
No,
Don't
no.
tell anyone, okay?
You missed the top there.
Oh, a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, execute the witnesses quickly. The audience must be eliminated at once. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places?
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course.
I'd like to examine my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department. I think I know what I have to do, but I'm still gonna press everything just to be safe.
Yeah, always.
Gets more wonderful dialogue.
Excuse me, special?
Mm-hmm. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else.
Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was my knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler.
I think this is what I have to present on, but still.
Yeah.
This knife was found at the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you?
See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain.
Sorry, Seam Condenser. Hey, bud.
It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, righto.
Evidence that links the knife to Goodman.
All right, I think all the other
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think all the other presses are just gonna be like, yeah, sorry, I can't talk until you present.
I think I should try presenting a piece of evidence.
So, oh god, I didn't get to read that.
No, it's okay, because like we already know what we're doing. It was mostly just filler there. Take that! I meant objection. Objection.
Red objection. Red Dead objection.
Oh shit. Red Dead objection. 100-hour weeks. That's the only joke I can make at the time because I couldn't find a connective tissue.
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean?
Aha! And honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from the judge? This is great.
Look at this tag. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. Are we finally gonna be allowed to flip it? What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 divided by 2. Your Honor.
I like how he didn't
It's
shake
upside
his.
down.
I like how he didn't shake his head. He just fucking stared into his soul. Like,
Yeah. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Which I do appreciate that they at least had that name printed on the stationery, because otherwise it would have been blatantly obvious.
And it not only
Yeah.
blatantly obvious, but infuriating.
Yup.
The other nice note is that they actually didn't make it, like they didn't write it on the bottom of it, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
like you see the Goodman thing, it was written upside down on the paper. It wasn't like
Yeah.
the paper was just upside down, we never thought to flip it around.
Yeah.
When he wrote this note, he was holding the paper upside down. SL not. That's the same thing written on the knife's tag. Well, Chief.
well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
I win a cat? I get a cat? I want a cat.
I finally have a friend.
I won something? No one's ever told me that before.
Oh, what about me, Mr. Wright? You're not Maya.
Evidence stolen from the department's evidence room. What?
Okay, so
this
his
knife-
testimony is entirely different now.
Yes. Was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder.
and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
So the knife was stolen. It was a bad day. We won't shape to investigation. Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. So the crime 515 scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this year case, so I can't talk much about it. I'm pretty sure that's where it ends.
Yeah, it is. So, didn't we press this already?
Something didn't happen at the police department too, did it? No, we didn't.
You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto. Or Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
Chief, he's mine.
Chief, did something happen, and why haven't I heard?
Been trying to find a place to download this game for PC. Is it good? Getting ROMs is a little sketch as of late. My recommendation would be waiting until, I believe, January? Sometime near the beginning of 2019, when Capcom is releasing HD remasters of it for Switch and for PC. You could just wait for then. It's gonna be on Steam, so you can get it then.
Why haven't you heard? Or why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with that Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened to the police department that day? Slam. On the same day that detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Dudgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
It's the butts. Larry again with the thinker again. Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, right?
I suppose I could help if you help by giving me data on your case.
Ooh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Oh shit. Okay, we know where the victim was found already. It was in the police department. The victim was killed we know when the victim died already.
Okay.
515. So how the victim was killed is what we need to know.
How the victim was killed is important. But where the victim was found, all we know is the police department. We don't know much of the building.
We still have a vague sense of that. We don't know how he died at all, or how the victim died at all. We don't know the first thing about that, so that's what I want to know. How was the detective killed?
How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing with a knife.
Is that a technical term?
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
Scientifically speaking, he was shanked.
That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
What do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. Time of the crime, 515. Scary coincidence. 515? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office!
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our own place at the same time. What are the chances?
It was with this very knife taken from the very thinker! There's the thinker again!
No, it was with both versions of the thinker.
Yes, at the same
There's
time.
two. Yeah, just bludgeon them to death. No, stab them with the thinker.
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there is a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Never tell me the odds! Chief Gantz, please tell us more about the incident! How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police.
I am the law.
I can't just say anything I please, Raito. You must understand.
Please understand, Raito.
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together.
Yeah, there's a lot. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office, the other one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. I mean, like, we already did that.
So, okay.
I'm just looking at my evidence.
So, I'm just gonna throw out there what we got from Chief Gant about how the guy was killed was not helpful.
Yeah, I'm now thinking that. So okay, I gotta.
So we need to get something else out of him.
I think this was it.
Yeah.
Slam! Another detective was killed. That's a fact. Oh, that's surprising. Perpetrator. Well, I'll tell you one thing, 2 things, 3 things, depending on how many times you ask me, motherfucker. Where was the victim found? So please tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room? Wait a second. I've heard of that. Yes, I should assume you have.
Room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
Oh god, this is her doing a flashback of him.
The knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Yes! There's the connection between the 2 cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go down to the... What? Hang on. Fuck. All right.
Go to town on this case.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the 2 cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
So now go to the end. Oh, well, it takes you there already.
Oh, wait, that was the end. Whoops. You're right. So I guess we just present the knife again. Oh no, we actually haven't presented the knife at all.
I was gonna say, well, we could just press him now. The knife itself hasn't changed. All that we've gotten is knowledge that we can't present.
Oh yeah, here we go. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these 2 cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Raito. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Righto.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had written down the numbers on the knife's evidence tag.
Hey, if you don't mind me, I'm just gonna... He just slowly steps down from his side and then comes over to Phoenix's side and steps up. This is basically what I'm doing anyways.
Yeah?
And we also know the detective murdered at the police department. I mean, the detective was murdered. Wait,
We also know that
I
the
see.
detective...
And we
yes.
also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room.
Indeed. There does seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Blink.
Blink. You two make a good pair.
I'm going to ship you.
Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
The chief split into 2 and killed them both.
She is the Gemini killer.
The
Chief.
Gemini soldier.
I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet, after all.
What? Hasn't been... Oh, okay, yeah, that works.
It's not officially announced.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Rules don't count in here. I am the law. What? Really?
Who would have guessed?
Here we go.
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The ID number, the gender. We've already heard he.
Yeah.
We've heard that plenty of times. The
The division, I don't see how that would matter, but the ID number, maybe.
That would get very specific.
How about you tell us the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up.
Oh, it says it right there. 5842-189.
Don't go getting your hopes up as Phoenix is lifting up the ID
Yep,
card.
And just staring at it and saying the number out loud.
The number is 5842189.
So, okay then. Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
I've killed before. Oh, shit. Hey, I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim in the police department, 50H42-189. This tells me
nothing.
This tells me nothing. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear from the defense. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered on the police department. It tells us something. What does it tell you?
That he's a clone trooper.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Star Wars. Take that.
Da, 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 da.
Witness. What the fuck, Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. You're crying like an, and she's crying like an anime nerd on prom night. God. No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news?
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
How do you know about my 2 concealed guns?
That are always on fire.
The prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh, is it yours? What? No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? I mean, I forget sometimes, but still.
Oh, you do so much detective work, I forget sometimes.
Thought you were a detective attorney.
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secrets.
Oh, trust me, this is nothing personnel, kid. Detective Goodman's ID is number
Shitty memes all around.
5842189. And this means what exactly? Huh. Wait, the ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with a 2? I've forgotten. You even got the first number. The number of the chief prosecutor, 5842189.
Same boy.
Wait a second, Wright. What does this...
mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective was killed in the police department's evidence room. Or the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Aw, they're finishing each other's sentences. Aw.
Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
Are you clapping IRL too?
Yes.
Nice. But
I'm a real fucking method actor here.
Detective
Nice
Goodman is
Foley.
our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time.
So they are clones.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time?
Is this gonna be some stupid bullshit like, and the line where the time zone changes is right between the two buildings?
Oh, that would be amazing. That still doesn't solve how he was killed twice.
No, I know it doesn't.
And in a completely different location?
Austin is a real method actor. First he's always in role for Edgeworth, and now this.
That is correct. I'm always in the Edgeworth role, being ready to be pissed off and disappointed.
No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case.
Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our
Oh,
Officer Meekins who brought you the
My
news.
God.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha!
It's her flashback. Try being Officer Meekins as her.
For the record, Officer Beacon sounds like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. At the request of your chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Sir.
You don't mean that fucking dweeb?
So I'm out of water and I really have to pee, so I'm gonna be right back, everyone. So keep them all
Hey, before you
entertained.
get up, if you want me to keep them entertained, you get me water too.
Google. BRB. I'm on Austin's microphone now too.
Please go away.
No.
So just as a heads up, I will say this bluntly. I do have a walkthrough pulled up, like on the computer behind me.
Just in case.
Oh yeah, no, it's literally if we get completely stuck, I don't want to delay the stream that much.
Yeah, especially since I don't
Yeah.
remember much about the details of this case. You
And
probably
not-
don't remember much about the details.
No, not at all. All I remember is Gant.
Yep.
But the other big thing is, if we want to get to Danganronpa
Mm-hmm.
by Halloween, we really don't have time to fucking delay.
No, we don't. We don't have time to be like, maybe this? Maybe this?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't fucking know.
For like straight up, I'll tell you, chat, right here and now. We have a walkthrough if we need it. It's why I've sounded so far like I know everything. Case is like, yeah, because the instant like he starts to get stuck, I'm just like, all right, I'll read what happens exactly, and I can give him a hint. Was this case longer than 3 days? It is. It's the longest case in the game, right there with Edgeworth trial.
Yeah, I remember it being pretty long.
So
That I do remember.
No, it's not 5 days. It's only 4. But yeah, I've got that. Keep in mind, it can't be 5 days because the statute of limitations bullshit that they have going is only 3 days for the trial.
Yep.
How could I? Because I want to get this done. Because I want to play this game.
Hey, we back.
We back.
Bring
Alright,
back. No,
we're back into
he's
it.
dead. He's still rotting in the in the corner there.
In the corpse. He's rotting in the corpse.
He is rotting in his own corpse.
Right, here we go.
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report? Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
No, I think what they forgot was not to spell the right correctly, but some punctuation. This is him demanding Edgeworth put his name and date on the top of a report right now about how bad he fucked up. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
God!
I don't know today's date or my own name.
Why did my parents name me Miles? I don't want to write that. Why didn't your officer tell me?
But I tried doing M. Edgeworth and they kept calling me Medgeworth.
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection.
He did
Oh,
seem
wow.
challenged.
No, that's
Emma.
not an okay thing to say, Emma. Or Capcom, for that matter. Wow.
Well,
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir,
Please make him sound a lot more whiny. But, sir...
but sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I...
Blink. Oh, what was that sound?
Discord fucking up.
Blink. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
Oh, shit. Oh, touchdown.
He literally just fucking sprints out the door right there.
What?
Just carrying Lana over
What?
his shoulder as he takes her right straight to jail.
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
well, when Discord loads it,
Well, it's,
Rule 2. New evidence may only be submitted if it concerns the case on trial. And how is this relevant?
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This court, however, seems to just disregard that rule all the time.
We had new evidence all the fucking time.
This report wasn't on that list.
I kinda fell asleep a long time ago.
Wow! Judge, wow, that was sick. Guilty, guilty!
Guilty!
I find this court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty of getting burned!
Also perjury. Take him away.
Then Gant and the judge fucking jump up and high-five each other.
Yeah, and that's where the movie
Yeah,
ends. The credits roll.
Yup. I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
Yeah.
That connection was just proven by Raito over there. Good job, Raito, my boy.
Thanks, Dad. I was just doing my job. Can you be my new dad?
No. No!
No!
Roll credits.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
You are becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time. Really.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. We will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will this be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever. Very well, court adjourned.
To be continued. Should we do it this time or next time?
Um,
I think maybe we should do this next time. Because even if we still have to do the rest of today, we can do, like, we have 2 more days worth of stream, right?
yeah,
Yes.
no, let's, okay, so I was forgetting that day 4 of this trial doesn't have an investigation part.
There's a day 4?
Yeah. This is the longest case in the game, Connor.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the previous case went on for 4 days. So this one has to have 4 days, and the statute of limitations only for 4 days, or 3 days of trials.
Yeah.
So it's like how day 1 doesn't have a trial.
Should we keep going then?
So we have 2 more streams after this. We can do the trial or the investigation and trial on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we could do the day 3 investigation and the rest of the trial after that.
What do you think, Marina? Like, how are you feeling?
I'm good either way. Kind of tired today, but I'm good either way.
It would also save Marina's voice.
It would.
I think because I'm hungry and tired, Marina is sick and tired, and Austin is probably also hungry. We will call it for now. Worst case scenario, it just means that 1 week from now on Thursday, that we'll have a very long stream. That's the worst case scenario. That's what we'll
where
have.
ideally one of us will not be sick,
Yes.
Yeah.
or at least we'll have recovered significantly. So yeah, we'll put this off for now.
We will conclude this trial next week. So thank you all very much for coming by. Thank you, Marina and Austin. Thanks for coming out, even though Austin requires you going from the bed to your computer, and Marina requires you going from the bed to your computer. Thanks for coming all this way to the Phoenix Wright courtroom.
Woo.
I will catch you tomorrow with ideally Hollow Knight, if nothing goes wrong. Hope to see you all there. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all have a good day, and take it easy.